Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Hello, welcome to Cooking with Jodi on the Coast to Coast Network. Sorry, trying to fix my thing here. Tonight I'm going to show you what to do with some leftovers. I decided. I have some leftover meatloaf, and we all make like meatloaf sandwiches and stuff like that. But tonight I'm going to make some miniature tacos and some Mexican rice out of my leftover meatloaf because I don't want it to go to waste. I get tired of meatloaf sandwiches. So anyway, first off, I think we're going to start with the rice, but first off, I'm going to take my leftover meatloaf. Looks funny, looks like brownies or something, haha. But I just put I always put barbecue sauce on top of my meatloaf. So I'm going to go ahead and chop it up and warm it up in this pan up here. It's still pretty cold. I'm going to heat it up in a pan here. I think I'm going to add a little oil. Just so it doesn't stick so bad to the pan. Just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put that meatloaf in here. I'm going to chop it up. Take it out, warm it up to room temperature, but oh well, let me learn, right? So then chop. I think a better idea is I'm going to take it and put it on my cutting board and start chopping it up some. I got this new handy dandy little cooking island here. My boyfriend got it for me for my birthday, so I'm so thankful. These meatloaf. I'm going to chop it up to make it easier on myself. Messy. So I just spent I was going to say a whole week, but I didn't spend a whole week at the fair. But my daughter was there at the Cuse County Fair with her goat, and she got a blue ribbon for her goat brownie. And she's brand new at it. She's a novice, so basically. She did pretty good. Proud of her. Up the leftover meatloaf, and I'm finding out chopping it up first is a good idea. It's a little messy, but I don't care about getting messy. If you don't make a mess, you ain't accomplishing anything. That's the way I see it. That's a lot of leftover meatloaf. Dang. I guess it wasn't as great as no. Now this actually here, I actually made a meatloaf with stuffing in it. And if you've never made meatloaf with stuffing in it, dude, it's the bomb. Get yourself some stoked up stuffing and make meatloaf stuffing. It is the best thing ever. So moist and so good. Okay, so I got that all chopped up, made a mess to it. I'm gonna bring that up. So I'm gonna let that warm up here. I'm gonna clean my mess up over here. Okay, so I got to all clean my table back on. Look, kind of made a little mess. I'm loving this little island though. I take it out quite often now. All right. Okay. So we're warming that hamburger, leftover meat up. Basically hamburger. Down a little bit. All right. So warm that up. And while I'm waiting on that to warm up, I'm gonna get out my. Well, let's see. We're gonna do the rice first because it's gonna take longer. We're gonna start the rice first anyway because it's gonna take longer. So, and whoa, I better clean that off. That's a mess. All right, so here I've just got like, I love this stuff. It's gardenia mix, and it's, if you've never had it, it's pickled cauliflower and carrots and peppers. It's so yummy. But it's been in my fridge a while, so I'm gonna use some of these pepperoncinis. God dang, these pepperoncinis are so hot when you eat them plain. So they'll be a good addition to my rice. Probably, yeah, it's probably well, I don't know, pepperoni. Why not? So I'm gonna chop those up. Tonight, I'm just basically showing you. I thought it was a good idea. Leftovers. I mean, who doesn't get tired of meatloaf sandwiches? Come on, what else are you gonna do with leftover meatloaf? There's lots of things you can do. You can make chili. You can make hamburgers. Make spaghetti. I mean, think about it. It's already hamburger meat. So, anyways, chop these up. I have garbage disposal in my sink, so I'm just throwing stuff in my sink. Get rid of some of these seeds out of these pepperoncinis here. Because the seeds are quite yucky. And then we've got them all over the cooking cutting board. So, goodbye, seeds. I don't have to mess this thing up tonight. Okay, well, before I start chopping those, I'm going to stir this. Okay, chopped up a little better. Out of control. So I'm going to chop up these pepperoncinis here for the rice. Then we'll get that going. I don't know about you, but I love cooking. So I can cook just about anything I figured out. But one thing I was afraid of cooking is steak. But I'm starting to figure that out too. Maybe one of these shows I'll show you how to cook a perfect steak. Who knows? I mean, I'm not the best chef or the best cook or whatever, but I'm a mom. And boy, do my boys love my cooking. I have 2 girls and a boy. My boys are grown up now. They just love mama's cooking. Still to this day, they do. I'm going to chop these up pretty fine for my rice. I have a daughter too, and yeah, I didn't say she loves my cooking because, well, let's just tell you this: she really doesn't like my cooking, so she's picky. All right, That's pretty fine, I think. I just want to add a little flavor to my rice, so I thought that would be a good combo. All right, so I don't really have to warm this meat up too much because we're going to be cooking it in our other stuff anyway. So I'll stop with that. So I warm this meat, and I'm going to go ahead and start on my rice. And I love doing stuff like this, like making one pan dinners. So like you can cook your rice in there, and then you just keep adding to it. And that's what we're going to do. So get out my measuring cup here. Ah, got it all wet. Okay, so for rice, most everybody knows how to cook rice. Okay, you add 2 cups of water and 1 cup of rice. So 2 cups of water. Let that boil. And let that boil. It's not going to take long to boil. Obviously, we're not going to add the rice until the water boils. So we have to put here for the rice. So while that's going on, I guess I will start on the little tacos. They're going to fry up. And right now, let's see here. I'm going to move that. No, the meat's fine in that. So for the little tacos, I've got these bigger ones, these bigger tortillas, which I'm going to cut in half because I don't want them that big. I want to make smaller ones, and it's so easy. I mean, if you don't, I mean, right now I have an overabundance of stuff right now, and I didn't go to the store today because I'm like, you know what, I got so much stuff, I'm just gonna do with what I got. So you don't gotta go to the store every day. So yeah, that looks about. I'm gonna, yeah, that's perfect. So we're gonna cut some of these in half. And these are just soft taco tortillas. You can use corn tortillas if you like them. I like corn tortillas, but I'm a fan of the flour corn. I'm a real fan of the flour tortillas myself. So okay, so we got a few of those going there. Oops. Okay, so for the tacos, I'm going to put this on the back. There we go. So for the tacos, I'm going to go ahead and add oil into my pan. Not a whole lot, because I don't want them extra greasy. But I'm going to add some oil in there. Oh, that's right. Before I did that, I was going to add some other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit to our meat here before we get going after I came up with this idea and then forgot what I was doing. So I'm going to add some taco seasoning to the meatloaf. And I think I'll add about, I don't know, a couple tablespoons. I don't want to put a lot in there. That's about, and I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of this hot sauce. It's like 4 tablespoons of hot sauce. Again, I'm just working with what I got because I didn't feel like going to the store and spending money. All right, so then I'll mix that in there. Make it more taco-like. My water's boiling for the rice. I'm gonna go ahead and add my rice, and I'm just using some white rice here. Nothing special. I love white rice. The best rice I think there is out there is jasmine rice. I love jasmine. It just tastes so good. But tonight we're just using plain old white rice. So add that to the boiling water. Oh, before I do that, I'm gonna add a little oil. A little bit of oil. I don't want the rice sticking to the bottom of the pan. And let me get a different spoon here. There we go. Perfect. Add my rice to that. Oh, we won't forget a little bit of salt in the rice. Anytime you cook rice or noodles, always add a little salt. Just a little. I don't know, maybe a teaspoon. Right. There we go. So I'm gonna put that right in there. And like I said, I actually like making one pot meals, and it's so easy to do. And it just is. It's easy. All right. So I added this other stuff to it. Turn that burner. Well, we're gonna turn this burner back on because I'm gonna fry up some tacos with this meat too. So then for the tacos, it's all wet again. Okay, so for the tacos, this would be easier if I had something, a little plate. I'm just gonna go ahead. Well, first, gonna get oil really hot. Turn that rice down, let it simmer. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of the meatloaf meat here. Put it on here. Oh yeah, we're gonna add some cheese too. So I have breaded cheese. I gotta grab that. Bread. Oops. That's in here. Oh. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this meat in here and add a little cheese on top. And we get another one going here. And I'm not trying to put a whole lot of meat in there because we're just trying to make it a little taco. We don't want to overload it because then it makes it harder. In fact, I'm going to scoot it over to one side here so when I fold it, it'll actually cover it up better. And add some cheese to that. Here, love cheese. Okay, see how it's doing? Burner's looking hot, but okay. Rice is doing here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put a lid on top of this rice. Just because it helps it cook a little faster. That's not the right lid, but it works. Okay, so these, I'm just gonna fold them over and hope it works because I've never done this yet. In fact, I'm gonna try to squish it together really good here. Maybe even try to pinch the ends here so it'll stay shut. And if it kind of hangs out, it kind of hangs out, whatever. Okay, before I get these going though, I'm gonna get me another plate or tray so I can put these tacos when they're done on it. And I always like to If I'm making something that I fry, then I want to put some paper towels down on my plate or platter or whatever, just to soak up the oil a little. I'm gonna go ahead and get another one ready here. Okay, put some cheese on this one. I'm actually gonna go ahead and add my pepper cheese to the rice while it's cooking, just because it makes it taste more better, I think. I don't even think I said that right. It tastes better, not more better. Okay, we're gonna put that in there. Let the rice cook. Okay, so my oil in my pan is nice and hot, so we're gonna go ahead and give it a try to see how this works out here. So this one's a little unruly. Maybe I'll just kind of, I don't know about that one. Dang it. All right. Okay, one sec here. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna add these. I haven't done it this way, I'm afraid, but here we go. All right, I'm gonna turn that down because it's quite hot. All right, so to turn them over, I think I'll use my spatula. And in the hot oil, it doesn't really take too long, so maybe like 5 seconds. Oh, yes, yes, let's go. Oh, that's a little too much. But that's first. Yeah, well, that's okay. So, we'll put these over here. Good thing I got lots of meatloaf. You don't want tacos. So, we'll try that again. Now, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Okay, so let it cool down a little bit, maybe. All right, so we'll get a couple more going here. So, okay, we're gonna start over. A little bit. Add a little more there. Okay. Put some cheese on it. And here I just got some free Mexican cheese blend, but you can use whatever you want. But you know, I recommend Mexican cheese blend if you're doing tacos. Just saying. Okay, so we're gonna try this one again. And I got more cheese. Okay. So hopefully it's cooled down a little bit. Oh yeah, it's cooled down a little bit, but apparently it's go real quick in here. I'm gonna turn the cut out over already because I'm afraid. Yeah, it ain't gonna take long. So I'm just trying to fry them a little bit, but I don't want to burn them. Get another one going here. Another couple going here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and turn the oven on too because these are cooking way too fast. So I'm going to put the oven on warm so that they can stay warm in the oven. So I put it like on 260 just to keep them warm. So we'll do a couple more here, just to prove that I can do them. All right, so we'll add some more of our meatloaf here. On the pan. Okay, because I don't know about you, but I like a nice non-stick pan. Stuff sticks so bad. Okay, I need to get some more cheese here. And more in here. Sorry about that noise. The drawer in the fridge does not like to close. Add a little more cheese to this one here. Do this again. And a bit more oil. All right. A little bit more oil. Let that heat up a little bit. See? I don't think they got super warm inside, but you know, they make cute little tacos. You could do some mini ones, maybe. Get smaller tortillas. I just cut these ones in half. And I'm going to end up putting those in the oven just to keep them warm. And I'm going to check my rice here. See what's going on. All right, looks like the rice is getting done. So I'm going to go ahead and add some taco meat to it. Or taco meat. I'm going to add some of the meatloaf meat. Make kind of like a Mexican rice here. I just added the meat in with the rice and the pepperoncinis. I might add um, a little more sauce to it. So add a little more seasoning in there. I think I'm going to add a little bit more water to that. I think about a half a cup of water more in there. That's pretty simple. I mean, I could have added some other things like onions and stuff, but I'm just basically doing with what I got today. It doesn't just want to not go to the store. I got that super hot again. All right, so the rice is about done. And I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more of these tacos. kind of squish it together to try to hold it together. Yes, I washed my hands, I swear. All right, so I'll go ahead and add my other two tacos here. It's pretty hot, so you don't want to leave it on that long because you already saw what happened. The spatula does work pretty well for this. But it took them long enough to get it brown. And in my case right now, this flipping oil is so hot. Ow, ow, ow. It's really hot. Move these out of the way. Okay, look at that. So those are the tacos. They ain't the prettiest thing, but they're tacos. So let's check out our rice here. I get kind of messy when I cook. But messy cook ain't a good cook. I'll tell you that. I mean, a messy cook isn't a bad cook. It's a good cook. That's what I meant to say. All right. I'm going to stir this and try it. See if the rice is okay. Okay. So as you can see, it looks pretty good. I'm just going to add some cheese on top of that and call it good. So I'm going to test it out. And see if it's pretty good. Going to add some cheese in there. I'll shut it again for a minute. Melt the cheese. We'll try that. And here it is. Come over here so I can try it. Go for a second longer here. Off of the heat. I don't use to cook anymore. Rice. You know, rice they say takes sometimes 15 to 20 minutes, but depending on like how high you have the heat for a while, just saying. But you got to be careful with the rice. But anyway, so I think it's done already though. But it's so easy to make a one pan dish. You just like if you were sauteing vegetables, you could saute your vegetables and then put the rice in there and then add whatever else you want to it. It's so easy. It's a one pot meal. I do that with noodles and lots of different stuff. Oh yeah, the cheese is melted perfectly. And let's see how it tastes. And whoa, it's hot. Just not talking yeah, it's pretty much done. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on low. Well, what I usually do if my rice is just needing a little more time, I'll let it steam back up and put the lid on it, turn the heat off, and just let it steam. And that's good enough. It turns out perfect, actually. So, all right. So let's see how this looks together. I think it's gonna be easy night tonight, but let me plate it up for you. And there, let's add this cheese. Plate some up and show you what this is all about. back here. 8 hands, right? So check it out. I actually managed to make 2 things out of my leftover meatloaf. I made some little tacos and I made some Mexican rice. Anyways, that's for dinner tonight. Thanks for watching. Bon appetit.